40 times around the Red Dirt Raceway, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy 40 trips here at Red Dirt as we go to green in the Mike Peters Freedom 40 Classic. Field going to dash off into turns 1 and 2. Look at this, 3 wide for the runner of Spotto Racing. Already Mercer on the outside racing, holding on to that second spot. McClellan, talked about him in the 1. He's going to pull down to the inside. Does he have second in the opening lap? He does, but it will be the 20th of Sheldon Barksdale showing the way.
Barksdale's going to lead that one of McClellan down the back straightaway. And here comes Moran to the outside. He was up against the wall, and he found something like a rocket ship attitude. You
know, there's the high line, then there's the hard line. Well, Moran found the hard line. He went all the way to the top, and he just bolted right by. He went by Felicia on the way by. 22 going to take over the top spot, and he is running a car whip higher than anybody right now. Now a few drivers starting to pick up on it.
Yeah, Mercer in that 42 saw where he went. He tried to go all the way up there, but it's too late now because McClellan saw that line and he went way to the top, but now he dives to the bottom, tries to get underneath Barksdale's 20.
You know, right now they can kind of move wherever they want. That moisture that we got in the afternoon, now the track's starting to slick off a little bit in some spots. You see just a little bit of dust starting to kick up over there in turns 1 and 2. 3 and 4, not the case as they continue to battle side by side. The DSO D&E Supply number 1 is Sean McClellan there. But set to go to green, single file between the cone and the wall. Lest you hit the cone and be penalized, you want to avoid that. Off at turn number 4, the Bob Hurley RV, number 22M, going to pick up the pace. We get back after it.
Barksdale's going to run that high side. McClellan still goes down to the bottom of that red number 1. He drifts up to the wall there, kind of doing the diamond, but now he stays on the high side through 1 and 2. He stays up there.
You know, on the restart, Sean really having to kind of go where the 20S wasn't there. Right now, going to go back into his tire tracks. Top of the racetrack coming in right now is more the dominant line. We'll see how that progresses. Still very early on in this one. We got 7 laps completed, 40 the distance if you're just joining us on the broadcast. Battle mid-pack here, the $9.38 and the $9. They're dicing up right now. That is going to be the fight for the 6th spot. I say mid-pack, just outside of the top 5. Right now, Clark can hold on to it. Bizarre going to run in 7th. Then it's going to be Cole, Joe Bob Lee, and Joe Wood Jr. Right now running out your top 10. Joe Wood, winner of the B-Main, trying to march his way forward in this one.
Mercer and Kahn are throwing them back and forth at each other every corner. Mercer in that yellow 42, Kahn in the pink 78. That's for the 4th position, and Clark has caught up to him under that last caution. Clark and Kahn almost made some contact. Looked like maybe one was just trying to warm up tires, and now they almost make contact under green.
Wow, look at that move by Clark, man. The 42 trying to answer to the inside. He got short slid by Kahn through turns 3 and 4 last time. Tries to do the same thing to the Tire Pros number $9. Leaves in too much room, though. Clark able to race his way back by. Leans it up in the cushion over in turns 1 and 2. Bolts to the back straightaway, clears the 42. Leader, meanwhile, has found traffic. Rees Moran, he's got plenty of room, though. 2.062 seconds between himself and the 20S of Barnsdale. McClellan riding in that 3rd spot. Tanner Kahn's going to run in 4th. Kyle Clark in 5th. Grady Mercer in 6th. Bradley Pizzard in 7th. Caden Cole. Joe Bob Lee's up to 9th. And Joe Wood Jr. right now running out your top 10. Hank Davis in 11th. Danny Wood, Joshua Tyree, Casey Wills, and Johnny Kent. That's going to be your top 15.
Rees Moran did win the last sprint car feature here at Red Dirt Raceway just a few weeks ago. He's got something figured out in that 22 car as he is nearly a straightaway ahead of Barksdale's 20S.
You know, family built chassis on that number 22M, the X9 chassis. And boy, they've got it figured out, and he has been rattling off wins left and right in that thing. He continues to roll the high side. Going to come on with the 55, and Johnny Kent mentioned he's running 15th. So Moran trying to make quick work here. As we go back, we're going to check on that race for 3rd right now. Sean McClellan, he has got company. Tanner Kahn, just like the IRS, he is beating on the door, trying to find out where he's at, where he's running, and can he come in for a visit. In fact, he'll throw the slide of a turn number 4. Oh, my. Kahn giving McClellan a shot of the back bumper, letting him know where the tail tank was. McClellan says, nice view. I'm going to go ahead and take that spot back.
Meanwhile, right behind him, Clark kind of biked it up a little bit, lost the spot to Mercer, and there comes Jennings rolling the bottom in that 21.
Boy, we saw him do it earlier, too, in that 21. Granted, he is trailing towards the back of this thing, but Brandon Jennings has problems down in the infield. I believe that's Johnny Kent. So the driver currently 2nd in standings by 5 markers, done early in this one. As they continue to have to tiptoe around slower traffic, the 38 of Forrester now, he's going to go a lap down. As McClellan has some breathing room now over the 78 of Kahn, and he is starting to reel in the 20 of Barksdale to see if he can challenge to get that second spot. But Rees Moran comes around. He's going into 1 as everybody else is coming off a 4.
Yeah, no traffic between position 2 and 6 right now. Here goes Kahn battling with Mercer again, right behind McClellan. Mercer gets pushed up.
Man, I thought he was going to go ahead and climb the guardrail for a second. That's going to open the door for the $9. Kyle Clark going to take advantage. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, the 42 going to lose 2 spots, but to the benefit of Kahn and Clark. The 21 now problems. We mentioned how he was rolling the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to take it down into the infield. We avoid the caution. One slow up so far in this one in the 22. About to find more traffic. Joe Wood Jr., the 28. Battling with Danny Wood to be in the top 10 right now, and your leader is about to lap into the top 10.
He has got a big distance between him and Barksdale. He's nearly half a lap now ahead of that 20 cars. He's working on Wood's 28.
Last time around, it was 5.7 seconds. It is 6.161 seconds right now between the 22M and the 20S. He just got a 2-for-1 deal. Short slid the 5 and the 28 coming off at turn number 4. If this keeps going, the question is, can he catch up to the top 5?
It's very possible. We still have 14 laps to go here as he's working on that 5, a former OCR's champion of Joe Bob Lee.
He's gotten around your points leader. He's rolling up on a defending champion of this series. As he is just absolutely rolling. 6.681 seconds the distance between first and second. Here comes Tanner Kahn as they work through turns 3 and 4. Throws the slide of the 20S. Barksdale, we've been watching the leader, kind of talking about him. Now Barksdale, he's gone from second to fourth, but McClellan's taken over that second spot. Kahn's into third. Barksdale in fourth. Grady Mercer, your top 5. Kyle Clark in 6. Caden Cole, Bradley Fizzard, Danny Wood, Joe Bob Lee still your top 10.
Kahn just ran into some trouble there trying to put a slider on Barksdale, and he jumped over the cushion, had to slow up a lot. He put the woe on coming out of 4, and Mercer got right up to it.
Boy, Tanner Kahn, he took the right rear up over the cushion into 3. He was able to diamond it down. The 42 went up. He kind of snagged the cushion a little bit there. As those two in a battle now, the $9 still there as well. As we'll check back on your leader, the 22M, just making sure he's still in his own zip code right now, and that is the case. As right now, he's going to come around to the front straightaway. McClellan on the backstretch. It is a half-track advantage as we speak with less than 10 laps to go.
Closing in on a former winner of this event, Danny Wood in that 55, who we saw bike that cushion a couple times last year. Cost him the race on the final lap.
Moran kind of tiptoeing off of turn number 2. He got it just a little bit too high. Oh, look out right in front of your leader, and he misses. So we'll see what happens here.
Brandon Cole ahead of him in that 72. He's a youngster. He's only been in the sprint car a few times. Came up out of the micros.
Find out who gets it done here. They work up a turn number 4. Boy, Joe Wood went up and he tried to slide the cushion there off of turn number 4 there on the restart. It just about bit him. As we'll see if McClellan can make quick work of the lap traffic here. He'll go to work on the 1 and the 31. The 22M going to take back off of the race lead in this one. McClellan able to get 1. Tanner Kahn, meanwhile, with a pass up into 3rd. Sheldon Barksdale the 4th, and Grady Mercer still your top 5.
Yeah, Kahn rolled the bottom and then slid up and took that spot away. Now he's back to the top side here in 3 and 4. He let the others go up there and try to sneak underneath them. Let Mercer and Barksdale battle out behind him now.
Boy, Sean McClellan for a second thought he was going to take a 3 wide to turns 1 and 2. He's actually running about 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. Goes right through the middle that time over in turns 3 and 4. Threads the needle on the 28 and the 31. As they come around with a fistful showing, we've got 5 remaining in this one. McClellan clears the 31 of Wills. Now a lap car and a straightaway separate your top 2 drivers. Moran is advantage. 4.518 seconds. McClellan, Kahn, Clark into 4th, and Barksdale now back to 5th.
Moran just a rocket ship, pulls away from the field. He was worried about that 7-second lead. It's already up to nearly 5 again.
It is up to 5. 5.134 seconds. Tanner Kahn having a little bit of trouble getting around the lap cars. McClellan starting to close in on the 5 of Joe Bob Lee. It is 5.474 seconds, so the advantage not growing quite as quick as it was, as we've got 2 to go. Now it's 1 to go. Onto the back straightaway for the final time. 2 more turns in this one. Problems off of turn number 4 for a driver mid-pack, but it's not going to matter. The checkered flag is out in this one. Look up dominating in the dictionary. You'll find a picture of Rees Moran tonight. Sean McClellan in second. As he is going to clear the scales, he is going to roll up into victory lane. And we're going to go down to Scotty Cook as he's going to get a word with tonight's winner.
Thank you very much, Brian Hulbert. An absolutely dominant performance. He is up on the wing to salute the fans. Rees Moran, your winner of the Mike Peters Memorial. Well, I'll tell you what, young man. It's there's no doubt it's been a treat watching your young career blossom, but I do believe I just witnessed the biggest ass whooping you've handed out in your young career.
I hope so, man. I couldn't tell how close they were towards the end because all the lap traffic was making a lot of noise, so it's hard to tell if they were behind me or not, but I tried to keep it clean, man. I can't thank my dad and Richard enough again, man. Couldn't do it without them. They put in so much time and effort with this crew. It's ridiculous. It's like working 2 full-time jobs. Then obviously I got to thank Bob Hurley RV, Rob Forehand, Tulsa Sod and Mulch, X9 Chassis, Outlaw Wings, Eat Industrial Coating, Top Notch Turf, and I'm sorry if I missed any.
You knew full well that you had a really good hot rod before the drop of that final green flag, but I think it bode well as well to have about 4 lap cars between you and McClellan.
Yeah, I heard them giving us the lineup, and I was praying that they would stay back there because I don't know if y'all know this, but they can choose to go to the back. But it felt like a few of them stayed, so I'm glad to see that.
Your thoughts on this surface tonight? A lot of moisture this afternoon. Cody Brewer and the whole staff here at the Red Dirt Raceway put in a lot of work to get this show off. And your thoughts on this surface? It came in very nicely.
Yeah, I got to thank him too. He's one of my favorites when it comes to working the track. He keeps this place pristine. This is one of my favorite tracks to come to, and he's the reason why. Then I got to give a big shout out to Ameriflex Hose and Accessories for putting on this show and sponsoring the series. We couldn't do it without them.
It's kind of been a coming out season for you, it seems, and no doubt we know you have talent, but it's been a very successful 2023 for you thus far.
Yeah, very successful. I think we've already surpassed my amount of wins from last year, so we'll see how many we can get racked up this year.
All right, buddy, great to see you. Hope to see you down the road real soon. A hell of a performance.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Rees the Beast Moran, your 2023 Mike Peters Memorial Champion.